Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is TheLuaSims. Hi, hello, welcome to my first video ever. If you're watching this in like a year, hi, welcome to the beginning of hopefully a very long journey. Today we are in TheLuaSims, starting one of the mini series I'll be doing on this channel. My university student series. It's gonna be where I take certain aesthetics at university that you seem to see and create sims out of them so that you guys can download them and put them in your Bridechester world so that you'll have a variety of sims and majors, etc. at university to make the gameplay a little more eccentric, a little more realistic, and things like that. So today we are starting with our first episode of that series with this photography major, Violet, and you can find all of her CC in the description down below. I'm not going to create a CC folder. I know a lot of people like that, but just because I read the TLU, all the CC creators, and I'd rather you guys go to their websites and download it from them, etc., etc. So all of that will be linked down below, so that way when you download her off the gallery that she won't be naked. So and if you would like to download her off the gallery, my origin ID is TheLuaSims, all one word, or under the hashtag LuaSims. And you gotta make sure you check that include custom content box on the left hand side so that she'll show up in your gallery. So without further ado, let's jump right into her story. So this is Miss Violet Silver. She is a photography major. I don't think we have photography as a major in the university pack. I could be absolutely wrong. I haven't done any real gameplay whatsoever, even though I have all the packs. I really just create sims and try to build, but I don't think there's a photography major. If there is, great. If there isn't, I'm so sorry. You can still kind of play her in that way. I know with a couple of packs we got a lot of stuff for taking pictures and shots and stuff like that and creating portfolios. So but Miss Violet here, I believe that she grew up in a really small, one of those towns where everybody knows everyone, one stoplight, kind of like the town that I went to high school in. And Miss Violet here, it was just her and her dad. I think that her mom died when she was at a very young age. And it's always just been her and her father. I think her and her dad have a really, really close relationship. I think it was really easy for Violet to kind of be his son and his daughter at the same time. I think she's really into a lot of stuff that he's into, sports and cooking and stuff like that, but she also kind of came into her own and had to kind of become a woman on her own. So her dad really didn't have a lot of experience in, of course, being a woman. So I think that was hard for them both, especially when she entered her teenage years and started to develop and become more of a woman. I think that put a small strain on their relationship, but I think he still followed her to the end of the earth as any father would. And like everyone else in this town that Violet grew up in, everyone wants to get out and get big and be famous or do something that isn't staying around in the town. And I think Violet was just like, you know what, I don't really want to be famous. I just want to do what I love. So like, Dad, just get me a really good camera and some type of Photoshop equipment. And I think he did that for her, and she took it and she ran with it. I want to believe that she started off just taking pictures on her little iPhone or whatever phone she had and just snapping like candid shots of her friends and editing them, or snapping landscaping shots of her friends and editing them, landscaping shots, I'm sorry, and editing them and just uploading them like onto her Instagram and stuff like that. But I think her senior year of high school, I think she finally opened up a photography blog. I think since she had been doing it for years, she decided to give the little tips and tricks for beginning photographers, since that technically is what she was. And her blog kind of blew up just a little bit. And then she decided, you know what, I'm really good at this. I think I'm going to take this with me to school. I think now she's a little more reserved. I think as a child she was super rambunctious and wanted to run around and play in puddles and all of that. But I think now she's a lot more reserved and quiet, especially in school. Kind of getting to know being on her own a little bit. I think her dad was probably a little more sheltered than he should have been with his little teenage daughter, but she still loved him regardless. I think now in school she's very much focusing on her craft, and I think she wants to graduate kind of early. I think that she's not too fond of school. Not that she doesn't like it, not that she doesn't get good grades, but I think that she was just like, I'm going to school because I have to. I'm getting a degree, so I can be taken seriously in the field. But generally speaking, like, I don't want to be here. So I think that she shoveled a lot of classes onto her plate, and for most people, that would have been super hard to do. But for her, she's like, I'm just gonna plow through it. I just kind of have to deal with it and get out of here as fast as I can. So yeah, and I think now she's really enjoying school. I think she's waiting until her second year to really get into clubs and stuff like that. I think right now she's just trying to learn the ropes of being on her own, as I said before. So yeah, that's really it on her story. I didn't think I'd be finished with it that fast, but yeah, so I believe that she turned out super cute, super gorgeous. I really do like that I gave her, like I said before, those big green doe eyes and those big ears, and I made sure almost every hair kind of accentuated those ears because I wanted them to be like a staple part of her little cute ears. And she's actually kind of inspired. There is a creator, and I cannot remember their name, but I have one of their hairs, and the girl on the icon for the hair is this red-haired girl with like big eyes and big ears, and like I've always wanted to make a sim that looked like that. Of course, she doesn't look exactly like that icon besides the red hair and the eyes and ears, but other than that she looks completely different. But that idea I really wanted. I wanted someone who looked kind of doughy and cute and reclusive, kind of like a little woodland fairy, if that's not kind of. So yeah, but as far as her style goes, I really went for her to be kind of cute and casual for almost every outfit except party wear. So with her daily wear, she's just wearing a pair of cute jeans and a nice little crop top that has some artwork on it and some Converse. And then her workout outfit is very much just some sweatpants and like a crop sweatshirt. And then for her formal wear, it's this really simple, pretty dress that I kind of accentuated with the shoes and the type of hair and earrings that she had. I do repeat items as I go into the outfit making. So there's a couple outfits where she has the same shoes. I believe it's just party and formal wear. She's wearing the same shoes, and she has the same nails on for all of the outfits, and the same bracelet. And then I think she relatively has the same earrings as well, but I felt like that was kind of realistic. I know people don't change their jewelry that often, and I know that, if you have a pair of shoes, you're gonna wear them more than just with that one outfit, so I thought that would be okay. Now, and also keeps you guys from downloading a crap ton of CC. I think my favorite outfit out of all of them is her party wear. This set that we're looking at right now is so gorgeous and so unique, and it's like a leather jacket with like these corduroy looking pants that flare at the bottom, and it has like a turtleneck, and the turtleneck is what has like all of the designs on it. And I believe it's a mesh shirt. I can't really tell by the way the butterfly design looks. It looks like one of those like angel core shirts that has like all the little paintings on it. It's kind of what it looks like to me. But I thought this was so cute and so her. I thought that she would be dressing in like neutral tones and like slicking her hair back and all of that if she was going to a party, kind of dressing up in her own way compared to her loungy everyday wear, and like simple pieces with all the rest of her outfits and stuff. So yeah, I kind of thought I'd have to talk more than this, but of course, like I said, you can find all of her CC below and find her on the gallery with all of that information. I did have some issues at the end of the video. You'll see coming into the screenshots of all of her outfits, which that idea I did get from the Simpanion. She's literally my favorite sim YouTuber of all time. Her voice is so soothing to listen to, and she's so quirky, and it's cool to hear her stories and stuff like that, which kind of gave me inspiration. And at the end of her video, she always has like a picture with every single outfit on it in the same pose. So I decided to do that because I'm, of course, very, very new to making YouTube videos, so I wasn't really sure how to end it, and I did have an issue, as I said before, with the very end. I don't know what happened to the clip of me putting her earmuffs on and selecting her traits, but it got cut out of the video and I cannot find it. So I did make her a Renaissance sim because unfortunately in the creativity aspiration, they don't have photography. I know they have writing, acting, painting, and there's one other one that I can't remember at the top of my head. I just recently got all the packs, so got it until recently, so I don't know off the top of my head. So I made her a Renaissance sim, so she's a sim that wants to be good at everything, and I gave her the traits of creative, perfectionist, because I feel like in her field she would have to be pretty much a perfectionist with her photos and stuff like that. And I gave her the loner trait just because she's an only child and she's been alone pretty much most of her life aside from her dad, so I feel like she's comfortable with that. It's not necessarily that she avoids people, but more so she's comfortable with being on her own, as I am. I'm an only child as well, and we get a little burnt out around if there's a lot of people for a long amount of time, and I think she's similar. I think she's just like, I'm very okay with being by myself, thank you. So yeah, and it's more so her just loving of comfortable silence and all of that. I have to say my second favorite outfit would have to be the cold weather outfit. I love monochrome looks, and that's kind of how this happened without happening on purpose, where it's like it's almost all the same shade of brown or that orangey burnt color. But yeah, we are now coming to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my first video ever. I don't have a schedule quite yet, but I will be making one very soon. Thank you guys. Bye bye.